Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor. You are the first of your world to be looking at our solar system, the Astron. This is our planet, Astron Delta.
At the top.
Beyond the outer limits of human adventure, beyond the barrier of human credibility, fighting the unknown forces and secret terrors science couldn't predict.
There's a monstrous thing aboard this station from the moon. That's what killed Weber.
What kind of a monstrous thing?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand. Here, Doctor.
Spectre,
What is up, everybody? How you doing tonight? It is Thursday. It's Thursday. It's 7 p.m., and you know what that means. It is time for some Spectre Vision. So yeah, today is my Thursday. It was the last day of work for me this week, and so begins my birthday weekend. So my birthday is technically on Monday, July 14th, which is also Bastille Day. If you know, you know. To all my French homies in the chat. So... but to get ready for that, every stream leading up to that this week, we've been doing something a little bit special, which means just like a bigger pack ripping, right? But Tuesday, we're going to do like an extra big pack opening because I have something very special planned for that. Yeah, so Saturday, we're going to have a little barbecue at my house and have some friends over. It's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. So I'm really looking forward to it. Happy early... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ricky. Also, let me get you guys horns. And what up, Ghost? What up, Ricky? Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. So what we're going to do today, I've got two things planned for today. One, we have an Amazon multi-pack that I've been saving. I'm actually using this as an opportunity to thin down some of my sealed collection that I've been hoarding for a while that I need to work through. So we're doing that, as well as I have an Ogerpon EX Premium Collection box that I will be opening too. So this actually comes with a Teal Mask Ogerpon EX promo card. We've got a couple of Cosmo holo foil cards, and then 6 packs. And from what I can tell, looks like some Stellar Crown and then some Surging Sparks. So we got a little bit of everything in here. So I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, that's coming up on the second half of the stream. For now, what we will do is some Pokemon TCG Live. And if you all want to battle me, !battle in the chat, and you will be added to the battle queue. Let's see. Oh, also, Ghost, check this out. I got a new deck box in the mail today. So I got recently a double deck box on Amazon, and they had the reverse color of it available too. So I picked that up today because this is Amazon Prime Week, where they didn't really have any deals for TCG, Pokemon TCG stuff, but all the TCG accessories are on sale right now. So if you're looking to get like sleeves or binders or anything like that, a lot of that stuff is on sale for Prime Week. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's the reverse of my other one. And so watch, I'll open it up here where you can see it. So you've got enough to hold 2 decks, and then it's got the little tray where you can put your damage counters and stuff too. Pretty nifty. And as far as size-wise goes, it's pretty well. It's pretty good size. So like for the one that I have right here, I have my Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, which is mostly double sleeved, so it fits pretty snug in there on this side. But on this one, this is where I have like my double sleeves. Everything in here is double sleeved, and I could probably do a triple sleeve deck if I wanted to take this box out. You have some storage card storage coming tomorrow? Hell yeah, dude. We need to find out if our local TCG shop buys bulk, or if I can get like store credit or something for bulk, because I'm starting to fill up on bulk here. Okay, let me get the game pulled up, and then yeah, if anybody wants to battle, !battle in the chat, and we can do it. We can do that. Like they have to, right? I don't know. I mean, I would feel like every time that I've been to the shop, they always have that big box of bulk there that never seems to move. So maybe they're not interested in buying because they can't get rid of what they already have. So I don't know. And the one girl that's there, I don't know her name. I don't remember her name, but she always talks to me about the Dark Tower series because like I wore a Dark Tower shirt and she recognized it. So like that's where we've like talked about stuff. What she'll do is she's the one who makes like the chaff packs, but she hasn't done it in a long time. She's like, I was the only one who was doing it and I didn't have time to do it. But I like those little packs because those were fun to hand out at Poke Night as kind of like, you know, door prizes, raffle prizes or whatever. And they're only like $2 or $3, so it's a good deal. So if they start doing that again, then I can see them wanting to get more bulk in stock. But I've got tons of it, dude. Like I'm already starting to fill up my 4-row box. I'm almost full with that. But I've even separated out a lot of stuff. Watch. So this box, and it's just a cardboard box, but that's all energies. So like I have a ton of energies, and then I have another little box that I used in the mail, and in this these are all expired supporter cards that you can't use anymore because they're all like out of play. So yeah, dude, I've got like so much bulk that I just need to get rid of. And when I say expired, I just mean like no longer valid. Like they've been rotated out, you couldn't use them anymore. And I already have like a bunch of them already in my other decks, so unless I'm building a specific expanded deck, I'll never need them. Oh, let me get the camera on Archie. But anyway, let's play some games here. Let me get the game pulled up. And I will do some ranked mode right now while we wait for a challenger. So this is the deck that hopefully on Sunday, if I'm not too worn out socially from this weekend, I want to go and play the tournament because our local shop is doing a league challenge night, which is kind of just like you get more points in it. And so it's a little bit more competitive, but not as competitive as like a league cup. But this is the deck I want to use for that. And I used it last week and I did not do very well with it. And I think I can do better. So I'm trying to get more practice with this deck. I also have a drink. Anybody else having a drink tonight? Oh no, my camera buttons aren't working. Let me see if I can adjust that. I might have to like reset my camera. We have a single beer left in the house. Might need to snag it. Go for it. I actually wanted a beer and I didn't have any. All we have are like some of those seltzers, hard seltzers and stuff, and I really don't like those. So I poured myself some scotch. When there's no beer, I settle for scotch. Yeah, let me see if I can reset my camera here because it's my camera app is malfunctioning. Okay, let's see. What am I doing here? Let's go with the Buddy Poffin so we can get some stuff on the board. I want to get a Dreepy and a Charmander in play because they're slow. Ooh, we got an Explode in the chat. Exclamation Pokecatch to try to catch that. Oh, I'm out of balls. Shit. I need to buy up some Pokeballs. I have like a ton of other balls, just no Pokeballs. There we go. Let's buy 5. That's probably enough, right? Buy my balls. Buy my balls. Buy my balls. Question, what is everyone's favorite wine? Ooh, my favorite wine is actually a very cheap wine because it's a boxed wine. We get the, I think it's called Boda Box. It's the one that comes in like a brown little box. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it to make sure it's the right one. Boda Box. B-O-T-A. Yeah, Boda Box wine, and it's the Cabernet Sauvignon. That one is my absolute favorite wine. It's so good. And like, I mean, it's not like amazing wine, but I've bought bottles of wine for like 3 times the price that were not nearly as good as that. So it's a lot of bang for your buck. It's really good. It doesn't taste like cheap wine. It tastes like quality wine. Alright, trying to restart my camera here to see if I can... There we go. Now I can control it. Now it's working. Okay, so this guy's running the Marnie's Grim Snarl here. I'll go ahead and evolve into the Dreepy. To a Dragapult. Ghost, you were the only one who got the Explode. Very nice. Let's see. Let's Ultra Ball this. For the Charmeleon, if we have... Oh, we don't have a Charmeleon. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, in this case, then I'll just take another Dreepy. I guess my Charmeleon is in my... is in my prizes. I can't really recall my favorite wine anymore. It was mostly drinking it a few years ago, but now it gives me a bit of heartburn. Me too. I was drinking wine on stream the other night, and I had like 3 glasses, and I had some heartburn that night. Or a headache. I can't even remember which is which. So a headache is actually kind of common. In fact, that affects Molly like that too. I think it's something about the tannins in it that can cause that. Oh, let's go. I already got the Charizard on play. Fuck yeah. Okay, this guy is toast. So watch this. I'm about to steamroll this dude. I'm planning what wines to have for my 21st. Have you drank a lot of wines before? Like, do you have a preference of a kind of wine? So we're gonna bump his stadium with the jamming tower. I'll do another Buddy Buddy Poffin to get another Dreepy on the bench. And I'm going to retreat to put in the Dragapult and get a double knockout here on this guy. He is absolute toast. Actually, let's do this. We'll put 10 on the Serendipity. That way we can one-shot his Serendipity next. So if you're not used to drinking a lot of wines, I would recommend a white wine then. Either a like a Moscato. Those are very popular kind of like entry-level wines. They're a little bit sweeter. They're not as dry. A lot of people don't like drier wines. I love dry wine. Instant concession. They conceded. You've had a chocolate wine before. Interesting. Yeah, so if I were you, I would try a Moscato. That's going to be something I think you might enjoy. And then as you start to like develop more of a taste for wine, then something like maybe a Chardonnay. Chardonnay is a good entry-level wine too, I guess. But then you would move to like maybe like a Shiraz. If you're looking for a red wine, I would say entry-level would be like a Merlot. That's a pretty like standard red wine. It's a little sweeter than a Cabernet. It's not as dry, but it's got a very like rich flavor. So yeah, Moscatos will be the ones that I think are the hits. Those are the ones that like you want really cold, so you want it chilled, and you can sit outside on a sunny day and drinking a glass of wine, and it's kind of refreshing. And maybe your local town does like a wine tasting. Maybe there's a winery in your town. That would be a really cool thing to try is go to a place that like actually has their own wines and do like a tasting. That could be really cool. White wine can be lovely. Just be discerning. Exactly. So, funny story. Ooh, hey, Cat Cam. What up, dope? How you doing? So this time last year for my birthday, Zach and Izzy were in town. And we were hanging out with them, but Molly was busy with Val doing something, so it was just me and the boys hanging out. And we went out for a meal, and then they're like, "Oh, what should we do? You know, we wanted to go like bar hopping or whatever." We ended up going on like a wine tour to like a bunch of local wineries. And Molly's like, "What the fuck? Why don't we ever go to wineries?" And I was like, "I don't know." But for some reason, we ended up doing a bunch of different wine tastings at 3 different wineries. The second one we went to, though, it was bad. Like, I had like 7 wines in that tasting. Not one of them was good. And there was one that I'm almost convinced was urine because it smelled awful. there are some cheap ones that turn... they taste like rubbing alcohol for... Exactly, right? So today's question of the day is, what was the worst fashion trend that you followed as a teen that you now find super cringe? And Dope says, suspenders while at raves. Just cringe. Man, there's a lot of, like, questionable fashion choices that I made. I never went, like, full-on, like, you know, goth kid and just wore, like, makeup and all black or whatever, but there were some ones that probably didn't age well. I'm just gonna end turn right now. We'll pass this turn because he's got an Ursaluna, so he got a bad start too. Starting with the Blood Moon Ursaluna is kind of one of the worst opening hands you can start with, unless he's got a Latias in that deck, which he might, because he's got some Dragapults in here, which means he might be running the Towards Dragapult EX deck, in which case there would be a Latias in there. And the Latias gives free retreat to all of your basic Pokemon. So that's the only way that he'd be able to pull that Ursaluna out, because it's got a 3 energy retreat cost. Okay, man, that Iono kind of hurt me there. I need a Pokemon in play. Let's see, we'll discard the boss's orders and the Luminous Energy. I know that Luminous Energy is kind of rough to discard, but I kind of need to. And the hope is that I'll come out swinging on my next turn with a Charizard. But let's do some confusion here. Attack with the Monkey Dory. I usually never attack with the Monkey Dory, so this is going to be interesting to see how this develops. So some questionable fashion choices that I made as a kid. I used to wear really baggy pants. I don't know if you guys had it in your towns. There was a store in the mall called Anchor Blue, and I fucking loved their jeans. But the way that they categorized and sectioned off their jeans was along the whole outer wall was all their jeans, right? They had the, like, skinny jean, girl jean, relaxed fit, sport fit, boot cut, and then they had baggy, then super baggy, and then one called, like, beyond baggy. And I used to wear the beyond baggy jeans. And I would sag them too. But that was kind of the style of the time, so you can't blame me for that. Alright, I got my Charizard up. The question, though, is, do I retreat him to come swinging full on? I won't be able to knock out his Ursaluna just yet, so maybe I'll keep him on the bench until I do enough damage that I can one-shot him. I remember trying to, I remember tying an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Now, you couldn't get the white onions because of the war. All you could get were the really big yellow ones. So I was taking a train to Morganville. Oh, no, to Shelbyville, which was called Morganville in those days. And back then, to take the train cost a nickel. And back then, nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them. I wish I knew the whole thing. I once saw a TikTok that somebody had the entire, like, rant that he has, like, tattooed on his arm. So he has it all written out on his arm. Oh, there's a Latias. See, I knew he had one. I knew he had one there. Yeah. It is kind of a sick tattoo. And such a deep cut, too. Like, oh, man. I love, like, a good inside reference joke kind of thing. So does he have the evolution here for the Dracloak? I hid in a lot of my hoodies, especially zip-up ones when I was in high school. Did you ever cut holes in the sides of the sleeves for your thumbs? Was that something that you would do? The whole plan was to cover the belly. Aw. Oh shit, he's gonna do some damage here now. I need to get more Pokemon on my bench. And fuck, I don't have what I need to do that. I think once, but I mostly just wanted to buy ones where the seams were already sealed, so I wouldn't have to worry. Oh yeah, I've seen those. They already have the pre-made holes. Well, at least you won't have enough energy, enough damage to one-shot my Charizard, but if I don't get something on my bench on the next play, I am toast. Oh shit. Never mind, he's got me. Oh no, he still has to evolve the Duskull. Unless he's got a Monkey Dory in there somewhere. Oh, he does. So he's gonna pull the Dusclops out of the... Yeah, I just lost this one. Knock off Converse. My best friend through the grade school wore theirs out so long that the sole began separating from the shoe. They duct taped them together, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever, so I did it too. Had us to take off shoes wrapped in duct tape. That's funny. That's funny. And I remember like always wearing holes in my jeans. Like that was something like, and like you had to get the holes in your jeans naturally. You couldn't cut your jeans. That was the rule. You had to wear the knees out naturally. Yo, if anybody wants to battle, exclamation battle in the chat and you will be added to the battle queue. Until then, I'll do some more ranked matching. So, I thought there was going to be a drop on Pokemon Center today. Everybody on Twitter was talking about how there was going to be a drop on Pokemon Center. And then there was even like a post that was like, it looks like the queue might be starting up soon. It never started up. Everybody was expecting the new Mega set to have pre-orders dropping today, but nothing dropped. So I was just waiting all day for it, checking Pokemon Center, and nothing ever dropped. Oh yeah, the ones that you made on the hems at your feet, because if they weren't that baggy, they weren't that cool. That's cool. Yeah, exactly. And we used to wear those big ass chunky skater shoes too, and so you had to kind of cut the bottoms of your pants, otherwise they wouldn't fit over the opening of the shoe. Ooh, we got a Jangmo-O. Jangamo-O. Garbagas fans with no arch support. Yeah, I used to wear like Osiris's. Do you remember Osiris's? Used to have a pair of Osiris's. What else did I wear? DC shoes. I wore a lot of those. I wonder, do they still make those shoes? Are those still a thing? I guess they'd be considered like retro these days, right? Put these guys down here. Let's see. I'll intern. They do, and they're chunkier than ever. Oh my goodness, they're like clown shoes. And I never had any, but I wanted some. I wanted a pair of Jinko jeans. Did you ever have Jinkos? I did have a pair of Lee Pipes shorts. So they were like baggy jean shorts. Hey, we both caught the Jangmo-O. Let's go. Jangmo-O. Alright, so this guy's running the Team Rockets deck. Which means I gotta find something fast to be able to compete with it. What's Iono? See what we get here. Not good. Not good. Alright. We're just gonna TM Evo. And pray for the best. Okay, cool. We got a Charmeleon. Kind of a slow start on this one. Hopefully he can't get the Spidops evolved here. So, a little hint for Tuesday, Ghost, since you're here. I'm just gonna say 2 words. Legendary Warriors. So you can figure out what I have in store for Tuesday's stream. I've had this sitting in my closet for about 5 months. I had got it at MSRP, and I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for like the right opportunity to unbox it on stream. Oh, and guess what? Guess what? Ghost, I have some awesome news. Of all the places to catch a drop online, Best Buy, I was able to catch a drop of Blooming Waters, the premium box of Blooming Waters. I was able to get a drop of that. It should be coming in next Wednesday. How long have I been trying to get my hands on a blooming onion? I finally did it. I'm so proud of myself. And it was at MSRP price. All right, Charizard time, baby. Let's go. One, 2, 3. We'll do the rescue board over here. We will retreat him. Oh, almost put the wrong one in. Charizard goes in. And we will one-shot these Spidops. Oh, first let me put the jamming tower. So there's no fuckery going on here. I can't do any Team Rocket fuckery. Although I'm sure this Team Rocket deck, they're probably running a ton of stadium cards. But yeah, I'm so excited for that bloomin' onion. But you know what? I was absolutely right, because I did see it pop up in places. In fact, our local card shop had one the other day, a box, but they were selling it for like 85 bucks. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not gonna pay that much. And I held the line, and I finally got a hold of one at MSRP price. So that just goes to show that don't give in to the FOMO. You will eventually find your deal. All right, BRB. Let's get my monkey. I wish I had a luminous energy for it, though. Earthen Vessel's not bad. I'll put the Badoo down just in case he can find a way to knock out my Charizard. And then let's Earthen Vessel here. I don't have any darkness energy, but I can pull what I have here. Take another knockout on the Tarantula. There's my other Dreepy. There's this guy trying to sell us his service washing our dumpsters. I mean, that can. Have you seen how gross the dumpsters get? I told him no this morning, and he just came back in the middle of rain. Is it raining right now? I can't see out my window. I don't know why I'm looking out the window. At least they're offering a real service, and they're not just trying to like do some like scam thing. It is in the middle of the city. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think there's any rain here. At least I haven't heard any. And they conceded. Wow. 2 battles, 2 concessions. Ghost, you want to do a battle? You want to try your grassy deck? He introduced himself offering the work for free and led with, "I'm not that experienced." Oh, buddy. Sure, let me just get out of Power Wash. Oh, no, if you're playing a game, don't worry about it. Let me see, what deck? There's like a big update coming in the game soon where they're going to add a lot of new features, but the one feature I was looking for it wasn't on the feature list. I want to be able to play expanded decks with friends because I have a lot of expanded decks that I would love to use, but you can't use it in versus mode. Even though you can use it online in like the matchmaking mode, why can't I challenge a friend to an expanded one? I don't get it. Let's see, which deck should I use? I'll use Alex's deck. His Blastoise deck. Which is, it's actually pretty good, especially like the changes that I made to it. Adding that Chien Pao made a big difference. Because that was really, really hard with his deck to get any energy circulating. But the Chien Pao does a lot of that. I shall send a challenge. Challenge sent. And maybe we'll switch over to the pack openings a little earlier than normal. Than usual, I mean. Normal. What is normal anyway? What is a man? What does he say on Castlevania? But what is man but a worthless pile of secrets or something? If you know that quote, let me know because I always forget that one. I always get quotes wrong, except for Simpsons quotes. I always get those right. I watch Simpsons literally every day because that's what we fall asleep to every night. You wish you knew. Did you ever play Castlevania Symphony of the Night? I didn't, and I know that that's like one of the most popular games in the series. I liked the Castlevania games before they went to that Metroidvania style. I didn't like all the RPG elements that they added, and like technically you can go anywhere on the map, but you have to like learn the right path and stuff. I liked when it was just straightforward, level after level, old school challenge, whip it till it dies. All right, let's get some poffins going here. Some Friggy Butt. No, let's do this Friggy Butt. Yeah, we'll put him down. I really need a switch or something. Where are my other Squirtles? Oh, that ain't good. That ain't no good. Just in case, we'll go with the Chien Pao. And Pheasantipity. And I will pass turn. Diplan. So I have some applins and diplins to give you, Ghost. I have 3 of them actually. Two applins and a diplin. They are the Pokemon Hollows from Prismatic Evolutions, as well as an Earthen Vessel and the godforsaken Wug Trio illustrated rare card, which I fucking hate. I fucking hate that card. Oh shit, you're already cooking, I can tell. Oof. That wasn't no good. Shit, I have no choice but to Iono here. Maybe I just got rid of all your energy there. I can only hope. We'll evolve that up. Oh shit, I didn't have to do that. Yeah, present. Have some item lock. Badoo doing his thing. Badoo, more like Badoo-doo. It's so funny, like in the Facebook groups that I'm on of Pokemon TCG Live, any mention of Badoo triggers people so freaking much. They're like, Badoo is the worst card ever invented. It's ruining the TCG. It's such a brainless strategy. Blah blah. Like people fucking hate Badoo. And it's like, I get it, but also don't make your deck so damn dependent on item cards that it shuts you down completely when somebody plays it. That sounds like a you problem. Or a skill issue, as they say. Okay, now we've got something going here. But until then, let's do this. We'll keep the item lock going. Like, honestly, that's another thing. The game was designed to play this way, like fucking Sea of Thieves. Yeah, but at least Sea of Thieves gives you the option where you can do the ooh, Knuckle Stack. Ooh, Knuckle Stack in the chat, gang! Exclamation Pokecatch. At least Sea of Thieves, you have the option where you can play like the safe seas where it's a closed lobby. Which, you know what? We should just play that sometimes because we're not trying to like gain money in the game. So we should just play safe seas and just play with friends. That could be fun. It's kind of a fun, kind of chill game. And pretty much everybody that we know has that game, so we could play together. I forgot, how many players is that game? Is it 3 or 4? I forgot how many you can have on your boat crew. Holy fuck, 240 damage? Good lord. Good lord, okay. So, let's flip the script here, see what we get. Then let's Arvin. Take a rare candy and this bad boy here. We'll evolve the Squirty boy. We'll attach an energy for turn. Use Chivalry Chill, which allows us to grab 2 water energies from our deck. And then, using super cold, we will attach energies to the Chien Pao. So this is why that Chien Pao is pretty handy. So while you're taking time to build up your Blastoise on the bench, you can hit with the Chien Pao. Although I may not have enough energy for it. How much damage is that? 240 at the most? Yeah, let's go for it. Ghost, you got the knackle stack. Dang. I didn't get it at all. It eluded me. Let's see, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Ultra Ball. So are you going to the Diplin on your bench? Is that? Or are you getting another Hydra Apple? Yeah. Oh, a teal mask. Another teal mask. Okay. Do you have this deck built in real life? Like as it is in the game? I love that attack is called Syrup Storm. Just need the Earthen Vessel? Oh, why didn't you tell me? I have like 20 of those. I have one set aside for you, actually. But yeah, I've got a bunch of Earthen Vessels. Oh shit, maybe this wasn't the right move here. I probably should have gone in with my Blastoise, honestly. We'll put the Energy Recycler to get our energies back in our deck. I'm hyped to have her. Heck yeah. I might actually have a reverse hollow Earthen Vessel. Let me check my hollows. I might have a reverse hollow one if you would like that one. All right, here's what we do. We attach the maximum belt. We're gonna Chivalry Chill to grab 2 energies. We're gonna switch the Chien Pao out with the Blastoise. Use Super Cold to attach 2 energy to the Blastoise. And then use his attack for 140 damage. Oh, 190 because of the maximum belt. No pressure either way. I'm not too picky. Well, I mean, I'm not using it, so you might as well use it. Let me see. I'm going to pull out my binder real quick. Earthen Vessel. It is an item card, correct? I prefer the reverse hollow, like, supporter cards to the regular hollow versions. You know what? I do not have a reverse hollow earthen or a hollow Earthen Vessel. I thought I did, but it must be in one of my decks. Are there any other cards that you need? Shoot, will you have enough to one-shot me here? If so, I might be in trouble. What's it gonna be? 240, 290. Oh, he survives. He survives. We live to fight another day. But just in case, let's go ahead and put another one of these guys on the board here. And then we'll earthen vessel. What can we get rid of here? We can get rid of the Bax caliber probably. I need to do 210 damage. So 2 energies I need to discard to do it. Nothing missing from that one, but I'm also trying to build a good enough wall deck to keep around. That crustal deck is kind of an interesting wall deck. Ooh, you guys gonna get pizza? Hell yeah. Also, have you used your Stevens deck yet? I don't think I've seen you battle with that on Pokemon Night yet. Oh, dude, this might be a close game. Because my... Oh, shit, my Hydro Apple is... 20 more damage for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Okay, luckily you don't have any Pokemon with energy. Oh, what was that card? I pulled it on stream last time, but it has that like attack that says if this is your last, if you only have one prize card remaining, you just win the game. It doesn't do damage, you just automatically win. What was it? I want to say it was like a Hops's card or something. Okay, let's play the Jacques. Yeah, I feel like it was either like a Hops's card or like another N's, like a N's something. Meaning that it belongs to N. Let's see. We'll drop a Squirtle out. $310 damage. Can I do it? Can I do it? I think I can. 330 damage. It's gonna cost me, but is that enough? Oh, it's exactly enough because of the maximum belt. Woo, that was close. GG's, Ghost. GG's. That's one that you weren't here for. Do I have it here in my recent... I haven't sorted my bulk yet that I've pulled. I don't see it here. Maybe I didn't. Or, you know what? It was probably a holo, and so I have it separated. Yeah, it was the N's Sigilith. So for 3 energies, it's... If you use this attack when you have exactly 1 prize card remaining, you win the game. Just automatic, just you win. Yeah, GG's, dude. That was actually close. If I wasn't able to knock you out on that turn, I don't think I could have come back because I had nothing else, and all my energies would be in the discard. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the stream over now, and let's start doing some openings. What do you say? Let me get the camera in place here. Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. So we shall start off first with the Amazon. Open some over here too. Yeah, heck yeah. Remember to share your hits. Or just cool cards that you like. I guess they don't necessarily have to be hits. As long as you think they're cool. That's the golden rule when it comes to Pokemon. I feel like my camera is a little farther away than it normally is. But no, I guess that's the right position. Okay, we're gonna start with the Amazon 3-packs. So I stocked up on these when they were $12. So I have like 3 more of these in stock, but they have since raised the price of these. At first they raised them to $15, and now they are like $18, which means they are no longer a good deal. Because what made them so great was you get 3 packs, random packs. They're usually Scarlet Violet era packs, 2 trick or trades, and then a random holo foil pack. I mean, holo foil card. And that roughly comes out to, not counting the trick or trades, because those are pretty, like, I mean, they're worth like 30 cents a piece, but around $3, $3 or $4 a pack, which is a good deal. That's a freaking awesome deal. At $15, not as much. That's about $5 a pack, which is technically at MSRP for a pack, but if they're random ones, you're not choosing what packs you're getting, may not be that great of a deal. But at $17 or $18, it's like 17 and some change, I don't think it's worth it anymore. So no longer am I like trying to get my hands on these until they come back down in price. But it was fun while it lasted. That's why I stock up whenever I find a good deal, and then on a rainy day, I'll pull out a box and open them. So with these, we got 2 Trick or Trades, a Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, and Paradox Rift. Very nice. Solid packs. Solid packs. I can dig those. The Trick or Trades I'm going to save because when it comes to Halloween, I'm going to put together a master set binder of all of the Halloween Trick or Trades, which I did the calculations, and of the 2022, 2023, and 2024, the entire Trick or Trade set combined of all 3 years is worth $9. So not exactly a hard set to master, but I'm hoping that at that time that we'll have released the 2025 Trick or Trades, so that'll be a fun activity. All right, the random holo foil we got. So in one of these, Scraggle got that Charmander promo from the Obsidian Flames ETB, and that's worth like $18, I think. Oh, hell yeah, retirement. Here we come, baby. Yup. I need like a cha-ching sound effect. Ooh, a skitty in the chat. Hell yeah. Ghost, how you trying to throw a ball without any balls? All right, the random holo foil in this Amazon pack is Reverum Cosmo foil. Ooh, that's cool. I don't have a Cosmo of the Reverum. I have a regular holo of the Reverum, but this is the Cosmos holo. Ghost me, tell me what you want on pizza while I go get my packs open. Here's a question for you. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza? I know some people will die on the hill that pineapple does not belong on pizza, and those people are crazy. I've lived my entire life without balls. I'll be okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you're not missing out too much. They're more of an inconvenience than anything. But yeah, I love a good Cosmo foil card. It's a fine topping. Who cares? Yeah, exactly. I especially like it like pineapple and jalapeno is really good. Pineapple green chili is really good. Because the sweet and the spicy goes so well together. Hey, we both caught that skitty. Let's go. And I'm just throwing regular Pokeballs. Nate, what packs do you have? Are these the packs that came out of that ETB that you won at Pokenight? I'll take pineapple on pizza before another fruit. Yeah, I've seen people put strawberry on pizza, and that I won't fuck with. Like, that seems weird. But pineapple makes a lot of sense. Ooh, Journey Together. Sweet. I love Journey Together. A lot of people have been shitting on Journey Together, but I think it's been one of the best sets in a while. As soon as somebody makes something a, like, hot topic dispute, I lose the need to argue one side or the other. Fair enough. All right, well, here's a hot topic question for you. And Ghost, I'll let you call it. Which pack should I do first? Paradox, Paldea, or Obsidian? Paradox. Okay, starting with the Paradox. All right, let's get some good luck in the chat here. First pack of Magic, do we have it in us? Do we have it in us for a first pack? And Blueberry Pop-Tart. Blueberry Pop-Tart. I'm definitely a s'mores Pop-Tart guy. In fact, well, I just generally never buy Pop-Tarts, but I always keep a stock of s'mores Pop-Tarts in the fridge. I mean, in the cupboard, just because when you put them in the air fryer, they come out really crispy, and they're like gooey on the inside, and a glass of milk. Ah, it's great. Sounds delicious right now. I know, right? We've got a Blitzel, Bound Sweet, Phoebus, or is it Phoebus? Like General Phoebus from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Did you have to read that book in school? Ugh, it was so boring. Victor Hugo, TMD Evolution. Ah, such a useful card. There's been a couple times where I've pulled off a multi-kill with a TM de-evolution, and one guy this last Sunday, I was sending a friend a cryptid gigapet. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, that was the book. So in the tournament on Sunday, I was playing against a guy who was relatively new to the game. He had played a lot on TCG Live, but hadn't played in person. Super nice guy. I actually really liked him. I'm gonna see if I can invite him to Poke Night some night. But he and I were playing, and he's like, you know, I built my deck off of a list online, but I don't understand what the de-evolution is for. And what I told him was, well, you're mainly going to want to use it to take a roundabout kill. So, like, for instance, let's say you're going up against a Pokemon that has a ton of HP, and you've hit it for maybe like 150 damage. You know it's not enough to kill him on your next attack, and he's going to just come right back and kill you. If you attach a de-evolution to him, you can de-evolve that Pokemon. And it's especially handy if your opponent used a rare candy to evolve into that Pokemon, because you're basically de-evolving them 2 stages. But here's the trick. Those damage counters that are on that Pokemon will persist when they de-evolve. So if you have a 300 HP Pokemon with 100 damage on it, but you de-evolve it down to a basic Pokemon with only 60 HP, that 100 damage is going to knock it out. So you take a free knockout. Now, if it's an EX, you're not going to get 2 prizes, but you can use that to your advantage because you technically de-evolve every Pokemon of your opponents. So if you've got damage counter stacked on your opponents, like with a Monkey Dory or a Frostlass or something, you can de-evolve all of them and potentially take a multi-knockout turn. And that's where de-evolution comes into play. And what's so great about it is your opponent doesn't know that you have it in your hand because you're not telegraphing that as a move. They don't know that you have this in your deck. So if you search this out with like an Arven, that can be a really great clutch move that you pull. It's a really cool, like, big brain move. And I know when I've been hit with it, I'm like, oh shit, I did not see that coming. Well played, dude. Well played. Also, there are cryptid gigapets. That's fucking awesome. Mela! Oh, where's Mela? I should just like collect all of the Mela cards that I have and just send them to Mela. Ooh, Hone Edge, Reverse Hollow. Ooh, and then the Reverse Hollow Dow Blade. Cool. We're getting the whole evolution line here. And the last card. Ooh, we have a hit. We have a hit, gang. Confirmed hit. It is an EX. We have the SB Mela has the opposite hair color. Oh, does it really? Garchomp EX. Heck yeah. Ooh, look at that. I do not have a Garchomp EX. This is my first Garchomp EX. Oh, and he's water-based because he's Terra. Interesting. What I mean is IRL Mela has blue hair. Oh, gotcha. So, like, yeah, it's the red hair. That's funny. So, yeah, at Poke Night, the last night, I opened that Mewtwo box. And I gave one of the packs to Francis. He was sitting next to me. Because everybody else was opening their packs and he didn't have anything to open. So I gave him I think it was a Paradox Rift. No, I think it was a Journey Together. It was something. And he ended up pulling like a illustrated rare Garchomp in that one. So he got like a big hit. And that card, I think we looked it up, it was like 20 bucks worth, I think. So pretty good deal. Look at the hollow effect in the eye. I know, right? Isn't that so cool? I love when they do that, where like the little details are in the hollow. I don't know how well that reads on camera, but in person it reads really well. I don't know what is, but Francis gets all his good hits. I know, right? It's a beginner's luck kind of thing. Well, and then Nate got the ETB. Was it the Journey Together ETB or was it the Paradox Rift that he won? I don't remember. I guess he won the Journey Together. That's right. Yeah. Journey. Well, if I can score some more cheap ETBs, I'll keep adding those to our Poke Night raffles. Although for the next one, I might do a couple boxes because I stocked up on a couple of boxes at the last Walmart drop, and they were like 25 to 30 bucks a piece. So I think they're like perfect for like a $3 or $4 raffle. So that could be really cool to do. All right, Garchomp EX starting off first pack with a hit. All right, which one next goes? Should we do Obsidian or Paldea? I'll let you call it. Pally, okay. Pally Evolved. I think Paldea Evolved is kind of an underrated set. There's some good ones in there. Actually, I think a lot of the Scarlet Violet sets are underrated. And I think it's because people tend to focus on the big chase sets like Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions and 151. And it's like, well, yes, those are good sets. Like, they just completely looked past the other ones. Like Twilight Masquerade. Everybody hates that set, but I like that set. It's cool. There's some really cool cards in there. That Pheasantipity is fucking awesome. It's so useful in the TCG that, like, for anyone to say that there are no good hits in that set, obviously they don't play the game, because otherwise they'd be like, no, you get Monkey Dories in there too. Monkey Dory is super useful in the TCG. You get the Dusknoir line, Duskull, Dusknoir, Dusclops. So, like, those are all relevant cards in the TCG. All right, starting with a Lightning Energy, Girafarig, Great Balls of Fire. Great Ball definitely took a back seat to the Ultra Ball. And technically, it's still a very decent card, but I think the idea is, so you get to look at the top 7 cards in your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon that you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle your other cards back into your deck. So that's great because you can pull any Pokemon with it. You don't have to discard any cards to use it, but if they're not in the top 7, you've kind of wasted this card. The Great Ball, I think, is better because you get to get the exact card that you need. And there's no, like, chance. You're not leaving anything up to chance. Relor. Quaxley. Ooh, Luxio. I love Luxio. I think he's got a really cool design. Ooh, Mabostiff. Do you have this Mabostiff, Ghost? I used your Mabostiff deck today at work during my lunch break. I usually like play a round or two during my lunch break on my computer. Pupitar. So that deck, like I said, that Arven deck, when you've got it set up, it wrecks. The hardest part is getting set up. So I found that, like, the ideal setup was 3 Monkey Dories on the bench, with a Chansey, well, no, sorry, the Blissey EX, and then I had 2 Mabostiffs. So I had 1 Mabostiff in the front seat, 1 on the bench, and that was a pretty good setup because I was able to move energy to my Monkey Dories to be able to use their Adrena Brain, and then just using the and they can heal the Mabostiff, so like I could keep him at full health the entire time. It was pretty handy. If anything, I could have swapped that second Mabostiff for another Blissey EX on the bench. Then I could move 2 energies. So if I couldn't heal all of the damage off of the Mabostiff in the front seat, I could potentially use his second attack. That would probably be an even better setup. But you know, it's a good deck. I wanted to try and build it IRL. I've got an Arven themed card. Oh, nice. Yeah, there might be like just some like minor tweaks to get it like over that little hump, because getting set up, if you get a slow build, like if you're not building right away with it, it basically just gets ran over. Well, my camera's like not focusing great today. Sandygast. And low kicks. You might say it gets dog walked. Good one, Ghost. Good one. I definitely wouldn't say it's a dog water deck. But, you know, maybe I'd throw it a bone. It's just got a few ticks that you gotta work out. An Alolan Doug Trio appears in the chat. Fuck that Pokemon. I do not want that. Hey, Nate, you just started your journey with an Oshawott. Nice. You can master the Alolan Doug Trios. That'll be your gym leader theme. You just have a bunch of gross Pokemon, disturbing, unsettling Pokemon. Am I a real boy now? I'm a real boy. All right, last one of the Amazon mystery packs, Obsidian Flames. Does this one have a hit? And then again, like Obsidian Flames, a lot of people hate Obsidian Flames. They're like, that's a trash set. But there's a lot of really good cards in here. At least useful for the TCG. Like, I run the Obsidian Flames Charmanders and Charmeleons out of here. There's a lot of good stuff. So for people that shit on it, I think it's just they don't play the card game. That's what it is. They're just chasing after that expensive card. Hey, Nate, there you go. You got the Doug Trio. Oddish. Ooh, Finizen. I like Finizen. Finizen's pretty cool. A dirty boy deck. Just like completely unsettling. They don't win by doing damage or knocking out your opponent. You just gross them out so that they give up. They're like, I can't take this anymore. This is too gross. They're just like weirded out. Linoon. Darmanitan. The ends Darmanitan is actually really, really good. It does a good like bench attacking attack. Dartrix. Call it something that spooks people too. Yeah, like it gives them the ick, an ick deck. Seismitoad. Ooh, I've never seen this card before. He's a little bit unsettling. He's got these weird like growths on him. Look at that. I'm just gonna give you a closer look. See, he's got like pimples and boils on him. Daddy's nasty boys. Oh, that's kind of sexual. Daddy's nasty boys. Tadbulb. Ooh, very nice. And a Sizor. And yes, it's pronounced Sizor. Punishing Scissors. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. Oh! Hey, that's kind of cool. Pete should add this to his... Oh, but this is stage 1. It may not be good. Ooh! Hold on. Nate got something cool. Oh, a Mimikyu EX. Cool. I love Mimikyus. Mimikyus are awesome. Mischievous Hands. Choose 2 of your opponent's Pokemon and put 3 damage counters on each of them. And then Ghostly Trip. If your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. 120 damage. But only 190 health for a EX card. Not great. In fact, the regular Mimikyus tend to be a little more overpowered than this. Especially like there's one that allows you to... I think it's the Team Rocket's Mimikyu, where it allows you to copy your opponent's Terra Pokemon's ability and use it against them. And then there's another Mimikyu. I think it's the one from the 2024 Trick or Trade, but it can't be harmed by EX Pokemon. So if your opponent has a lot of EXs in their build, in their deck build, they won't be able to do anything against that Mimikyu. This is your first EX? Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. But he is awesome, though. I do like Mimikyu. I like that it's like wearing the skin of a Pikachu. All right. Now for the coup de grace. The big one. We've got the Ogerpon EX Premium Collection. I picked this up on Amazon before Amazon started marking up their products. So I've had this in my closet for a few months too, but now finally going to open it. She just wants to be loved. I think it may be one of my first few. There's an Iron Hands that I got for some. Ooh, Iron Hands EX is really good because it has that ability, amp you very much, that if it does like 120 damage, which isn't like a super high amount, but the like subtext of that attack is if you get a knockout on your opponent with that attack, you take 1 extra prize card. So the idea is you pick on your opponent's basic Pokemon with that, which you're guaranteed to get a knockout on, but you take 2 prize cards for it. So you can really, really, really get oppressive with that card in an early game. I think it maybe thought the Iron Hands was a regular. Sorry. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know if the regular Iron Hands is as good as the EX one, but the EX Iron Hands, you see that a lot in meta decks too. All right, here's some recyclable plastic here. So, in here we've got, ooh, a display case. These are kind of cool. I have the one that came with my Armor Rouge box that I've never used. Gonna go feed the pups. Okay, go do you. And then, oh, it came with sleeves. Ghosty, do you want these for your Apple deck? Because I know you run an Ogre Pawn in there. Excuse me. I need to get some more ice for my drink. Okay, so in here we've got some promos. God, so much freaking plastic. Too much plastic. Luckily, we recycle. All right, so the promos that it came with, possibly, I did get some generic sleeves for them, but it could be fun. Yeah, so I mean, these sleeves that actually, are they clear sleeves or are they frosty ones? Let me see. Because the frosty ones kind of suck, but there's an alternative. Okay, so yeah, these are clear ones. So for instance, we got the Ogre's Mask. So if you have some of those Dragon Shield outer sleeves, you can use these sleeves as an inner sleeve and then put the Dragon Sleeve ones over it, and they'll shuffle really well because the Pokemon brand ones don't ever shuffle well. Oh, and they're kind of hollow on the back too. That's cool. These are cool sleeves, actually. But that's what I did with my Charizard deck. Is I got the Charizard Terra sleeves for them. But every card I have in that set, I mean in that deck, is hollow or reverse hollow. But the Charizard sleeves are the ones that are like frosted in the front, and it negates a lot of the shine on them. So what I ended up doing is I have every card with a regular fit sleeve, like the tight fit sleeve, just the clear one, right? I'll actually show you. So, like, this is the way I did it. I mean, if you still don't want them, I'll totally... Oh, yeah, absolutely, you can have them. So, yeah. Here's what I did. So, the way I sleeve these, and I won't take it out because they're kind of a bitch to get in, but the Charizard sleeves by themselves suck, right? They're frosted. So, I put them inside of the sleeve first, the Dragon Shield outer sleeve, with another card, pulled that card out, and then the Pheasantipity, this one I actually have the cracked ice hollow foil on, I put it in here in front of the Charizard sleeve. So not in the Charizard sleeve, but in front of it. So it's technically, there are 3 sleeves here. There's the inner sleeve, the Charizard sleeve, and then the outer sleeve. And what it leads to is I can use, you get to see the art of the Charizard, but they have the glide of the Dragon Shields, so they're really smooth to play with, really easy to shuffle, and because they're in front of the Charizard sleeve, the hollows aren't being frosted out, so you still get the shine of them. But the deck is massive though, so it's like so many sleeves. It's technically triple sleeved is what it is. But I mean the glide on these Dragon Shields, and I was like skeptical at first. I'm like, Dragon Shields can't be that great. And then I got a set of it, and I'm like, oh my god, these are like the smoothest sleeves ever. That's next level sleeving. They're hella cool. I do something sort of similar with my champ decks. Yeah, see, so I bought, just like you did, I bought some of those clear sleeves, that brand that I have my other sleeves on, the, you know, Katamula or whatever, and they're not outer sleeves, unfortunately. But I just put them on all my championship decks, and so they work great for those, because then you can see the art through them. Oh man, it was funny. So in the tournament on Sunday, someone's like, hey, what is that Arvin card that you run? I've never seen that one before. I'm like, what do you mean? But it's literally just the Arvin, the regular Arvin. I just have one of the sparkle sleeves on it. And I was like, oh yeah, it's just a sparkle sleeve. And they're like, oh, I thought that was like a special edition Arvin card that you had. Like, no, it's just the regular. It's just the regular one. I did that to make it look fancy. What we need to do is build a deck for Nate. Based off of his favorite Pokemon. Sorry, also Nate, feeding pups. Nate and I are talking houses. Ooh, okay. So yeah, we've got the Ogre's Mask, Cosmo Foil Hollow. Choose a Pokemon EX in your discard pile that has Ogerpon in its name, and switch it with one of your Pokemon EX that has Ogerpon in its name. Any attached cards, damage counters, special condition turns in play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. So I guess it's if you wanted to swap, to like change your Ogerpon into a different Ogerpon. I guess that's how that works. A Teal Mask Ogerpon Cosmo Foil Hollow. I actually have a ton of these Teal Mask Ogerpons. I got a bunch of them in Trick or Trade packs too, but for some reason I've pulled a lot of them in the Twilight Masquerade sets. And then the cool promo of the box is the promo Teal Mask Ogerpon, and he's technically shiny, I think. Nate says he wants to do meme builds only, so like a fart deck. You know what? We should ask Bad Taste, because I'm sure he probably has a really great idea for a meme deck. That guy's really good at coming up with like meme and troll decks. So yeah, that could be fun. Pete Wood, yeah. All right, that Teal Mask Ogerpon. Okay, and the packs that came in here, we've got 2 Surging Sparks, 2 Stellar Crowns, and a Twilight Masquerade and Paradox Rift. Hell yeah. Not a bad spread. Ooh, a Trubbish in the chat! Exclamation Pokecatch. To try to catch that Trubbish. Speaking of garbage Pokemon. Natalie really loves Trubbish. Okay, let's do the Twilight Masquerade first. Let's start with that. Twilight Masquerade. This is actually a set that I'm not super huge on. I feel like I haven't really gotten anything good out of a Twilight Masquerade. Energy. Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl is cool. Tangela. Some Gen 1 Pokemon. Always fun. Another Shinx. And he's twerking. Look at him. He's got his hands on the wall and he's throwing it back. All right, Shinx. Calm down there. Shake that ass. Ah, no one caught the Trubbish. Clefairy. Oh, that's a cute Clefairy. Ooh, Farigiraf. So I've got the Girafarig and the Farigiraf. Brute Bonnet. Enhanced Hammer. Discard a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh man, God help me if I ever on Sunday if I'm using my Charizard Dragapult deck and somebody pulls one of these on me, because they will absolutely destroy my deck with that. Ooh, Applin, Reverse Hollow. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Applins lately. Ooh, Hisuian Arcanine. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. I've not seen this art before. You've never seen this? The Applin or the Arcanine? Hey, what up, Bad Taste? We were just talking about you. So we have a... You've never seen this Applin? Oh, it's yours.
Feed that cat.
Dude, thank you. All right, well, let me feed this cat real quick. In your honor, bud.
Come up here. Come on. Say thank you.
So yeah, if you've never seen this Applin before, this one you can have this one, Ghosty. I just popped in to say hi. Was out at a horror movie film festival curated by Guillermo del Toro and just got... Oh, nice! What were the movies? And the last card of this pack is an Okie Dokie. Was there a last drive-in last Friday? I feel like there might have been, but I didn't see it. I didn't catch it. It's one movie per night for 5 nights. I got tickets for 3 of them. Tonight was Cube. Oh, I fucking love Cube. Cube is such a good movie. And it's like... What's so great about it is I love a movie that can be set entirely in one room or one location, the entire movie, but yet is captivating throughout. So movies like that are like 12 Angry Men and Cube. Like those are like the 2 most like one location movies that I freaking love. I tried watching the sequel, the second one. I did not like it. Was it Cube, Hypercube, or whatever? Honestly, the pacing is incredibly good for a movie that takes place in a single room, basically. And like, what I like about it is it's kind of like student film budget. You know, like there's nothing too fancy about it, and because of that, sometimes the cracks kind of show in it, but. It's a good movie, cool concept, well executed, and, you know, decent performances. Also rewatched 12 Angry Men recently, and that movie is so damn good. Hadn't seen it since high school. There's a really great made-for-TV remake of that movie that has Tony Danza in it. It has Edward James Olmos. Really good movie. I think James Gandolfini's in it. If you ever get a chance to watch that one, I don't know if it's on any streaming services, but it was 12 Angry Men, and it was like a made-for-TV movie, but it was really well done. There was also like a Russian remake called 12 that I think I have on DVD, but I've never seen. All right, Pete, I'll let you choose the next pack then. We've got Surging Sparks, Stellar Crown, and Paradox Rift. You call it. Stellar Crown, okay. You love that set, okay. Let's do it then. So this is all coming from an Ogerpon, a Teal Mask Ogerpon EX collector's box. Yeah, Stellar Crown I didn't like at first, but it's grown on me. I think the reason I don't like it is I just don't like in general, the design of the Terra Pokemon. Like you can see, like this one, it's just on the cards. It's hard to tell what the hell you're looking at. There's just too much going on. It's too much clutter. Fruki. Meditite. Melton, hey, it's your boy Melton. I love that Melton kind of sounds like Milton. Like, he's like little Milton. Scorbunny. So fun fact, basically Cube was made locally. I've met 2 of the actors from the movie because they lived in neighborhoods where I used to live. Which actors? Was it Quentin? or what was the heroine? What was her name? Her name was... Ooh, Marowak. Okay. Getting a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon tonight. Quentin and Worth. Nice. I will say, though, the weakest part of that movie is that some of the performances are a little over the top. They're kind of chewing on the scenery in some of those scenes, and not in like a good way. That's the only thing that makes it feel, I guess, cheap, is like some of the performances are a little student filmy, you know? Specifically Quentin, he acts like a theater actor, and I think he probably was. Yeah, but it's very like theater acting, like really large performance. You know, you're playing to the back row. Very big. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. But also like his dialogue and some of his like motivation is very like comic booky. Like it's very on the nose in how they write it. Lechonk. Ooh, Akaberry. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is damaged by an attack from your opponent's fire Pokemon, it takes 60 less damage. And then lastly, an Archaludon. So Pete, we were talking about you earlier, saying that we need to help Nate build a deck. And he wants to do like a meme deck. Like something that's really silly or trolly. And I figured you would be the guy who can do that because you're good at doing those kinds of like decks. Archaludon's really good. Let's see. He's got an ability called Metal Bridge. All of your Pokemon that have metal energy attached to it have no retreat cost. Ooh, nice, because typically metal Pokemon have huge retreat costs. And then Iron Blaster. During your turn, the next turn, this Pokemon can't attack for 160 damage. Which I guess is handy. If you've got 2 of them, you can basically just hot swap them and attack every turn. That's kind of the setup that you'd have to do with that. But with only 180 HP, that's not super great for a stage 1. But, I mean, definitely it could be useful building in the background as a secondary attacker. I can see that. All right, let's do the other Stellar Crown. He mostly sits on the bench for other heavy hitters. Exactly. You're using him as a last resort. Oh, there was a card, a metal Pokemon that I pulled that I think would have been useful for your deck. What was it? What was it? What the hell did I pull? Shit. I know I just saw it. Because I pulled it earlier. Oh, the Scizor, whatever. So, for 1 energy, this attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. So that can stack pretty quickly for 1 energy. And then cut for 70 damage. Not great, but like again, he's a stage 1, so he's evolving from a Scyther. But potentially could be kind of a something to come out late game. Do you have any ideas for meme cards you'd want to include? That's a question for Nate. Ghost. Ask him what meme cards. Ask Nate what meme cards he'd like to include. Also, what kind of pizza did you get? I love a good pizza story. Yeah, that's pretty solid for a 1 energy if I'm in a pinch. If he were a basic, I think that would make it like primo to put in a deck. But he mentioned coughing and wheezing, just anything that looks gassy. Oh man, that Team Rocket's coughing and wheezing deck that I had was kind of nutso. I still don't know enough about the game memes itself, so just dumb things like fart deck. I asked for sausage and green chili, and Nate added a couple more things. Uh-oh. He didn't put olives on it, did he? Olives, that's the one pizza topping that I'm like, who the fuck are olives for? Unless they are Kalamata olives. Kalamata olives are fucking dope. But you usually can't get those at most pizza places. Oh, he put stuff on his half. Oh, he split it. Okay, it's a half and half. Oh, speaking of pizza, FYI, Pizza Huts, for a limited time, have $2 personal pan pizzas on Tuesdays. And now you know. And I love personal pan pizzas. But yeah, the green olives on pizza, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Not green olives, black olives. They're like the worst. They're the worst kind of olives, and that's what they put on every like supreme pizza. Here's another Meltan. Fletchinder, or is it Fletchinder? My half is tomato, mushroom, green chili, and sausage. That sounds kind of dope. Tomato, I like mushroom too. Mushroom, I think, is a underutilized topping on pizza. And I think a lot of times mushroom gets a bad rap because a lot of times on pizza it's undercooked. And so it's not, if it's like well cooked or like crispy, then yeah, that's the perfect kind of mushroom. Gravity Gemstone, as long as the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, the retreat cost on both active Pokemon is 1 more. Okay. Leedian. Oh, evolves from the Ladybah. I'm a classic pepperoni, mushroom, and green pepper kind of guy. See, that sounds pretty good too. Honestly, like, you really can't go wrong on pizza with most toppings. All right, let's see what Ghost posted in the chat. Got a restaurants in the same pack? What? Oh, you got the regular and the reverse. Nice. And a Rapidash. Oh, I love a good Rapidash. The Ends Reshiram is really powerful in that Ends deck. And then the Annihilate. Ooh, I have not seen that Annihilate yet. That looks cool. Yeah, I've never seen that art of an Annihilate before. So this is Destined Rivals. Okay, yeah. That guy who I was playing on Sunday, the one that I said was really nice, he was using the Ends Reshiram or the Ends deck, and so he kept trying to bench his Reshirams, and I would just like hot swap him or bosses order him. Oh shit, I don't have any Pokeballs. Fuck. And knock out his Reshirams because his main attacker was the Zoroark, and the Zoroark has a really great ability called Night Joker that allows you to copy an attack from one of your benched Ends Pokemon. But if I keep knocking out his benched Ends Pokemon, he's got nothing that he can attack with. And basically, I just like, rather than focusing on his Zoroarks, I just knocked out all the Pokemon that he had on his bench, and he couldn't attack me. And I don't think he expected anyone to do that as a strategy, and he's like, oh shit. But I basically neutralized him with it. Oh, Nate, you're the only who got the Houndour. Nice. Ooh, we got an Impidimp. I know I say Impidimp, but it's probably Impidimp, right? And then another Lydian. Look, just like you, Ghost, I got the regular holo and the reverse holo in the same pack. Also, Bad Taste, what are you doing up so late, dude? Don't you have early class tomorrow? Impoodemp? Impoopdemp? I mean, Lydian are supposed to be lucky, so... Oh, are they? Like ladybugs, yeah. Get hype. Oh, I'm getting hype. Alright, let's do some Surging Sparks. I'll tell you what. I'll do these 2 Surging Sparks, and then Ghost. If you were down for a little bit of FTK, I can play that. I do, but I just got home and I need a little bit of to unwind. I know how it is, dude. Sometimes you just gotta like switch gears, right? I have to do that at night. Like I have like a very specific kind of wind down process where we have to put The Simpsons on TV, and then I'll sit on my phone and either like read Wikipedia, a random Wikipedia article, or play like a match or 2 on TCG Live before I can like sleep. And usually if I'm playing TCG Live, it's like I'm gonna play until I get a win, but then sometimes I don't win, so I end up staying up forever. Bronzor. Another Applin. Apples for days, dude. Another Koraidon. I've got tons of these Koraidons. And he's not a very good card. Dragon Elixir. Heals 60 damage from your active dragon Pokemon. Oh, okay. This might be good in a Dragapult deck. It's apple season, baby. Goldango. Mango Lango. You use this card in your deck, your Melmetal deck, right? Bad Taste? Cryogonal. Oh, I pulled one of these the other day. I think on the last stream. Ooh, a reverse hollow Vulpix. Nice. I love a good Vulpix. And an Iron Crown. The no hits in a Surging Sparks trend continues. I used the one with Lavish Hospitality. Oh, okay, so it's not that one. But you don't have the EX one, right? Because that kind of defeats the purpose of your deck. Because you have to have the energies in hand to use his ability. Do we get a hit from this Surging Sparks? Man, when people said the pull rates in, or the hit rates in Surging Sparks were not good, boy, were they not lying. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Because I've probably opened maybe 30 or 40 packs of Surging Sparks over time, and not a single hit. I mean, I did get that one ace spec, so I guess that's a hit, but it wasn't like a very useful ace spec. Shilos. Dedenne. Mankey. Zebstrika. Cyrano. This is actually a pretty handy card. There was somebody on the tournament on Sunday who was using it, and I'm like, oh, that is a really good ability. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, reveal them, and put them in your hand, then shuffle your deck. So yeah, you basically just get to pull 3 EX Pokemon. That's handy. Paldean Tauros. Bruxish. We've got the reverse Walrein. Or is it Whalrein? Whalrein? Whalrein. Eternatus. Like, what am I looking at here? At a certain point, a lot of the Pokemon just became very abstract. Whichever one sounds like Walrus. Walrein, then. And the last... Oh, hey, we got a hit! We finally got a hit in Surging Sparks, guys. It is an EX card. Not a huge hit, but we got a hit. We have Flamigo EX. Wait, didn't I pull this the other night? Oh no, I pulled a Bombardier. Flamigo EX. Very cool. I have not seen this one. So, Precise Beak. This Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon have the same amount of energy attached. This attack does 100 more damage, so potentially 130 damage. And Brave Bird. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself for 200 damage and 4 energies. Good lord. Ugh. Yeah, that's not a great card. Although it only has a 1 retreat cost, it's a basic Pokemon and 200 HP, so okay. But 4 energy costs? Oof. I thought about putting together just an all Blood Moon Ursaluna deck. And just like finding a way to make him work really well. I think having like Blood Moon Ursaluna and Latias's would be handy, so you can like use his ability and then swap him back and forth. If the first attack was 1 energy, it would be better. Yeah, definitely. It would be much more viable. Alright, gang, last pack of the night, the Paradox Rift. Let's do it. And then we will raid out. We'll send the raid out of here. Last pack magic, do we have it? Do we have it? Alright, last pack. We've got Energy, a Nickit, a Knackley, Niimble, all starting with N's. That's a trend here. Yamask, breaking the trend. Dondozo, Chantal. Flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's. Let me focus that. One of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot. If tails, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench. Oh, interesting. I don't know if that's worth the risk. Garbodor, another trash boy. We've got a Gibble. Wimpod reverse holo. And the last card of the night is a Groudon. All right, gang. Well, not a lot of hits. We opened a lot of packs, not a lot of hits. So all in all, there were the 6 packs in the box set plus the 3 from the Amazon set. So, shit, we opened 9 packs tonight. Jeez. Well, I said I'm going big till my birthday, and yeah, for my birthday, got something big planned to unbox for that one. So you don't want to miss it. Tuesday stream is going to be my birthday stream. Oh wait, this is supposed to go in a top loader. All right, stuck around for the last pack, but I'm heading to bed. All right, dude, have a good night, man. Let's hang out soon. This weekend's a little crazy for me, but I might have some time on Sunday evening to maybe squeeze in a couple of games or something, if you're available. But yeah, the big hits of the night were really the promos that we got in the box. So the Teal Mask Ogerpon is probably the best card of the night. But we pulled the Garchomp EX, so that was a hit. I demand croissants for Bastille Day, and a Flamigo. So those were the 3 hits out of 9 packs. But yeah, let's set a raid up, and Ghost, if you and I want to do a little bit of something else, we can do that. So let me see who we got in the streams right now that we can send to. Is Rexy streaming tonight? No, she's not. Ooh, Surly is on. Okay, anytime that we can raid Surly, we're raiding Surly. Because he has raided us like a million freaking times. He's playing Tom Clancy's Division 2. I hope you all had a great night. Again, we will be back on Tuesday for my birthday stream. You don't want to miss it. We're going to do a really, really big opening on that day. It's going to be great. I hope you all can make it. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central. Until then, so long, fuckers. Have a great night. Stay tuned for the raid. Bye.
secret terrors science couldn't predict.
Monstrous thing aboard this station. From the moon. That's what killed Weber.
Is worse than ever, Alyssa. We're barely holding things together. What am I supposed to do? Help us.
I am helping. I am helping. Just not the way you want me to.
We need you out.
Just not the way you want me to. Oh my god.
Not about that.
I know it's
Spectre Vision coming in with a rate of 5.
fail.
Thank you so much. Hey, Spectre, how's it going? Hope you had a good stream tonight. Hope everything is going well. You're having a good
Probably spare some.
good week. Good start to the weekend, all that fun stuff. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I am Surly indeed. We are trying Division 2 for the night. We're unfortunately just about to wrap up. But thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream.
I won't forget it.
You missed all the explosives. I was blowing people up. It was great. But let's I think that's probably a good spot to call it. Let me see. Here, you know what? I'm gonna take your raid and double it. We're gonna go raid one of my buddies here because you came in at just the time. Never played this one. Yeah, no, it's pretty fun. It's a decent time. It was free on Game Pass, and it's an Ubisoft, so it's got a little hit or miss, but you know, it's a good time.
Kind of chunky.
Kind of chunky, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to just chatting. We are gonna close out of the game. Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a raid on our own here as well. So thank you. Yeah, double it and give it to the next person. Absolutely. No, we're exiting the application. No, do not minimize the game and add it to my tray. What? Are you crazy? No, absolutely not.
No,
All right.
get out of here, Ubisoft.
Real quick before we end up here, thank you so much, Spectre, for coming in for the raid. This is awesome. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead. We're gonna double it. We're gonna give it to the next person. Everybody on, please hang out. I'm gonna go ahead and raid one of the new people in kind of like the whole streaming everything that I've been kind of trying to network and meet new people. So one of them is Dat Boy Orc, who's playing some World of Warcraft right now. So we're gonna go. Let's go ahead and show him some love. Before we do that, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks for all the raiders coming in. I'm sorry that you know we've got this timing, but I gotta be done. My fan died. My room is hot, and I am literally like drenching sweat here. So Thursdays, 7 p.m. CST. If you want to see what I normally do, please come back next week. Would love to have you, Spectre. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you had a great stream. All the fun stuff, and we're gonna go show to Orc Boy some love here. So let's make some noise when we get in. And here we go. Have a great night, everybody. Have a good weekend, good week. We'll see you all next week here. All right, we're gonna get whoop.